Right, don't go mad. How do I even get on this? Johnny, I don't even know how to get on this. Oh my God, you ready? Bloody hell. Oh! Hello everybody, welcome to another video. It's just Sarah from FBG Life today. I am on a different bike with a different person. Jonathan is behind me somewhere. So I'm on the back of Phil's bike. It's got 2019 DCT Honda Goldwing. And we've just swapped seats to try out the difference between the seats for the passengers. So Jane's on the back of mine and I'm on the back of hers. So it'd be interesting to know what she thinks, because we've got a 2014 GL 1800. So we're going to stop at some services and I think we're going to swap back. So I shall tell you when we're on our way home what my thoughts are of this. I'm going to speak to Jane and see what she thinks of it, and we're going to compare notes. So they're quite interesting because there are definitely some differences. So here's the garage. I'm going to pull in and get some fuel and then have a little comparison, hopefully. Jonathan's behind somewhere. And we're stopping. Right. Are we good? Right, I'm climbing off somehow. How do I get off this thing? Oh my God. I'm not as light as Jane. I'm up. Thank you, sir. That was fun. Yeah, I'll go up there and... Are you filling up? Right, hopefully Jonathan's coming down. Here he is. Here he is. Right, it's Jane.
Marvellous riding.
Was it?
How was that? They're very different, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. I said that to Jonathan on there. I said, there's no way Jane's going to find hers. Do you feel less wind? Because there's a lot of wind on that at the back. Yeah. I think that's the screen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right, I've now swapped my pillion from Jane back to Sarah. So, how was that experience for you? How does the pillion comfort on the new Goldwing compared to the pillion comfort on our crappy old Goldwing?
Well, it's not a crappy old Goldwing.
Oh,
It's a very
okay,
comfortable one. It was very different. Yeah, it feels super different. And the whole bike is angular and the seat is all angular as well to
Right.
match with the bike. So it's got the sort of support, I think, maybe not as much under the thighs, but it's quite hard compared to ours.
Right,
The back
yeah.
is upright. The one I'm on, it's got like a lumbar support in your back.
Oh,
And if I
okay.
just lean back on it a little bit now, it's fitting the shape of my back, where that
Okay.
one is just straight,
Right, yeah.
just like a flat board.
Okay, right.
But it has got little elbow rests on it that come out, which is quite
Sure.
nice to put your elbow. I can put my elbows on this, but I have to put them sort of behind me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we can get armrests to fit, that
Yeah.
fold out if you wanted armrests on.
I've never felt like I needed them, but now when they're there, you sort of do put your elbows
Right.
on them.
Okay.
So those are quite nice. And there's also a little back to the rider's seat on that one as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
A little back support for the rider. So you have to kind of climb in a little bit more than you do on this one. I've got to get
Okay.
between the armrests, which are sticking that forward, and the backrest.
The driver's back, the rider's backrest,
the
right?
rider's
Yeah,
backrest.
yeah.
So it's a little bit harder to get on it.
Right.
But the biggest difference is none of that. It's the wind. from the front, and I don't know what setting Phil's got his screen on, because it's super duper, because it's electronic, and he can put it down up and down electronically, which would be really good.
Oh right, that wind. I thought you were saying that bike gives you wind.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, right. Because that'd be weird. That would be so strange.
Not particularly, but put me off there.
So you don't know what setting Phil's got the screen on, highest or lowest or whatever.
But there was a massive amount of wind coming over the top of that bike.
I could hear that through your intercom.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a lot noisier than it is with you sitting behind me.
Yeah.
And this was at speeds of around 70 miles an hour. I mean, you and I normally cruise at an indicated 65, 70, around that, and we might have been going 3 or 4 miles per hour faster than that at times on the way down. So not excessively fast. And I heard a hell of a lot more sort of the crunching noise through your helmet, through your Senna into my Senna.
Yeah, I would definitely need to have my earplugs in on that.
Right. Oh, okay.
All the time,
right.
All the time on that.
Right.
But we were going at a fair lick, which was quite exciting, and it feels different because it's a DCT, so the braking is all different.
Right.
It's more of a sudden braking when you get to the roundabout.
Okay.
Which is the same as a car, isn't it? We've got an automatic car.
Well,
and you don't go down through the gears as you approach it. You kind of go down the brake quickly when you get to it. So that feels quite different, and you're sort of suddenly thrown forward a little bit. But it was quite exciting. I enjoyed it. And
what about the you've spoken about the seat, but the footboards are the same comfort as you've got?
Yeah. I think ours might be a bit bigger.
Right.
Now I'm just
but the
position is comfy, and I thought it might be a bit less space between the rider and me on the back, but it wasn't. It was a nice space, and I could see. Now I'm back on this one. It is a bit lower. James just said you're a bit lower on the back, and you are. So that seat's a little bit higher up.
Right. Okay.
But Phil's about the same height as you, I think, isn't he? Yeah, I was just saying Phil is about the same height as you, isn't he?
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, and I was a bit higher up. Looking at your neck, and I was looking at the back of his head. So the seat position is slightly higher on the DCT.
Right, on the new Goldwing.
Yeah.
So what about the what could you? I mean, that was just a brief motorway run, but did you say anything about the comfort of the bike itself, the suspension or anything?
Fairly hard, I think. But I don't know. It felt nice. It's nice and sort of tight, and you don't get clunky gear changes like
on this one.
You do on this one. It felt like.
But the way it rides over the road imperfections, of which there are many in this country.
Yeah, I didn't notice any that any different really from that point of view. It's this one I would say is soft and squishy,
right?
And that one is like a transformer, and this one's more like a Care Bear.
What I have to say to everyone in YouTube land is that this has come as a huge relief to me, because had Sarah got off the new Goldwing and said, "Oh, it's so much more comfortable than ours," I know the pressure would be on to trade up. So it's come as quite a relief to hear that she's not saying that.
I'm not saying that yet. No, I'm going to stick to me comfy sofa. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's good. So stick to our 2000 to 2017 Goldwing.
That one does look lovely though.
It does look good. Yeah, the looks have really grown on me. Following that around for the last couple of days, the looks really have grown on me. So I've never sort of really admired the looks. I think it looks too ordinary. A bike like our Goldwing really stands out from the crowd, and it's huge and it's imposing, and it can only be one thing. It's the Goldwing, and the new Goldwing at certain angles looks very modern and well designed, but it looks a little bit like other bikes. At first glance, you could mistake it for another bike. But I have to say, having spent so much of one of the new Goldwing, or the 2018 Goldwing, in my line of sight these last couple of days, the looks have really grown on me. I mean, it looks brilliant from the back.
Yeah.
I think it looks superb. It's
And the driving lights from the front are really good
yeah,
as well.
yeah. But no, I've come to love that styling.
Yeah, I like it.
They've got better tailpipes than we've got. They're a nicer shape than ours. But yeah, everything. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So,
Jane and Phil have got matching gear as well, which matches the bike, so they just look generally more sophisticated.
they look like a Honda advert.
They do. Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
Right, so we just stop in here, J&S Motorcycle Superstore. I don't know what's here. You go around the back straight down. We're going to have a little look around here, and then we're going to say goodbye to Phil and Jane, and then we're going to head off home. Ugh.
Bump.
Oh, don't run Jane over.
I won't run Jane over, don't worry. Right, there you go.
Climb it up. There's the seat. Oh. Right.
She wants that seat.
Right.
Swap seat.
uh,
That was funny. Well, that was a really nice lunch. And a little look round the shop at some clothes that are too expensive and don't fit. My ever-ending quest to find some suitable shoes continues. So Phil and Jane have gone the other way. They're going back home. We're heading off to our home now. So super weekend. Thank you so much to you both. That was a lot of fun. Wonderful hospitality. So looking forward to doing something again. And we just thought we'd finish this impromptu video off. We weren't ready to make it, but it's just an opportunity to sit on the back of their bike and just see what the difference was from a pillion point of view. And we also just wanted to test our Senna communications and see how well they work from bike to bike. And I think they were pretty good. So we just thought that'd be an interesting video to make. Hope that's been interesting to you. If you've got any questions about what it's like as a pillion, if you're trying to persuade somebody to come on the back as a pillion, then I am open to questions. It is the most comfortable bike you'll ever sit on, if that matters. Yeah, it's my little armchair on the back, and I'm very comfortable. We spent a lot of hours on it yesterday, and we did have to get off for a bit of a leg stretch, but we were on it most of the day, weren't we, yesterday? So really super comfy. So if you've got any questions about that versus the other one, happy to answer those. Thank you for watching, everybody. Do check out this video up here. You might find this one interesting. That's just come up on the screen now, and we're heading off home now. A couple of hours back, hopefully, fingers crossed. Beautiful sunshine. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. This is Jonathan and Sarah signing out.